SaaS already I have discussed. Okay, so cloud virtualization roadmap I have discussed. Virtualization to cloud computing roadmap.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, so it is not
No, sir.
discussed. Okay, fine.
सर उस दिन आपने Cloud9 का कुछ प्रैक्टिकल दिखाया था ना?
हाँ बोलो।
हाँ सर, उसमें मतलब अगर सिर्फ इंडेक्स फाइल को रन करना चाहता तो रन क्यों नहीं हो रहा था? मतलब उसमें डायरेक्ट एरर दे रहा था कि इंडेक्स फाइल कैन नॉट बी रन, ऐसे कुछ एरर दे
No,
रहा था।
index file means you have
sorry,
multiple
is
files are there,
yes sir.
and out of this you want to run the index file, right?
Yes sir. Yes sir.
So have you run your index file over there with the multiple files options are also available over there? Have you
सर
done it?
सर ट्राई किया था बट एरर दे रहा था सर।
नहीं, एरर तो देगा ही, क्योंकि तुम्हारा जो लिंक फाइल है वो तो लिंक तो उसको में नहीं मिल रहा है ना, इसलिए वो एरर दिखा रहा है।
सर मतलब आप एक बार दिखा सकते हो क्या?
हाँ, वो मैं दिखा दूंगा वो। हाँ, तो ऑल द इंडेक्स फाइल शुड बी लिंक्ड प्रॉपर्ली। वो तो तुम्हारा होस्ट मशीन पे है।
यस सर।
Perhaps that is the main reason it is not running. Okay.
Okay sir.
So इसका लैब है, प्रैक्टिकल है, that time also we can show it to you. Any other question regarding SAS, PAS and IS? Do you have any more question?
Sir, can you explain the BPaaS again?
BPaaS is basically business process as a service, so which is not falls under SAS as well as PaaS. So it is in between them. So it is in between SAS and PaaS. So it is not providing the entire software to you, or it is not providing you the platform. It is provided. Sorry, I should say, on the contrary, it is providing you the SaaS services as well as the PaaS services. Means it is providing you the software, and if you want to develop your customized module on top of that software, that is also possible. So developing customized module is provided by PaaS, right? And providing the software environment is provided by SaaS. So BPaaS is basically combination of both. As already I mentioned the TCS IM. In TCS IM system, what happens? So they are providing you several modules like examination module, payroll module, student attendance module, LMS, students learning management system. All the lecture notes will be uploaded over there. Even they have their proper examination system procedure, students result, registration details, and students fee payment module, finance module, all the modules are there. Now it's up to you how to, whether I need to take all the modules or I need to configure all the modules. And if I take the selected modules, how to link all those modules with each other. So all applications and possibilities are available in front of you. So you can take the leverage of it out of it. So this is the basic purpose of your BPaaS system. And apart from this, TCSN is one of the example, or SAP. SAP is another example of your BPaaS application. SAP is also a CRM and ERP module. And PeopleSoft. PeopleSoft is a very popular software by Oracle. This software is provided to you by Oracle. So this is also another BPaaS platform. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So my next topic is we already know that what are the enabling technologies of cloud. Can you once tell me what are the enabling technologies of cloud?
Virtualization.
Grid computing.
Grid
computing.
Very good. Grid computing.
So Web 2.0.
Web 2.0. Web 2.0. 2.0 then?
SOA.
SOA, very good. Then? Anything else? Utility computing is there, I suppose.
Yes, sir.
So what are they? They are basically are the enabling technology which help us to coin the term cloud computing in the market. So these technologies are earlier there. Now they have integrated all those technologies and made the term cloud computing. Now, what cloud computing is provided to you? They provided you all the IT infrastructure that you can create virtually in the cloud. Now, if the entire IT infrastructure is available virtually in the cloud, now most of the companies have their IT infrastructure on premises. Do you know what is on premises? On premises means they have their entire infrastructure on their own center. Now, if and you have already seen and you are also convinced that providing the cloud infrastructure services on premises that cost more than creating the cloud infrastructure or migrating your cloud infrastructure to cloud sorry IT infrastructure to cloud that cost much less than having the IT infrastructure on premises. So we have one calculator through the calculator also. That calculator is called TCO calculator. Through that calculator also you have checked that how much we can save if we migrate our entire system to cloud system, right? Yes or no? You have
Yes,
seen
sir.
that from on-premises system, if I go for cloud system, so how much we can save? You have seen or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, with that, you can convince your company CEO, okay, boss, if I go and migrate ourselves from the cloud services to, sorry, on-premises services to cloud computing, we can save this much. Now, what next? How can you transform how the entire migration takes place? How the entire migration takes place? The migration from cloud, your on-premises services to entire cloud services, because it's a huge task. I need to check that how many IT infrastructure I have, and based on this how much I should go for cloud. And because whatever you have, most of the infrastructure remain underutilized most of the time, so that is why you are going for the cloud services. Now how much cloud services I should take? Should I take that much of cloud services what I have in my as an IT infrastructure? Means if I have 400 computers in my company, that case shall I take 400 computers from the cloud services itself? So that case, how can I save money? Because if 400 computers I can take it from the cloud, that case the cost will be more or less same. But cloud will help me to get the infrastructure which will be fully utilized. But in your existing IT infrastructure, your systems are not being fully utilized. So you can take, if you have 400 systems, then you can migrate, take 200 systems from the cloud. So how much to take, how to judge them? So these are the step-by-step procedure to migrate your entire physical infrastructure that is available in your company to cloud infrastructure. And that is basically called virtualization to cloud computing roadmap. How can you migrate the entire system? So it has several steps. First step is centralize. Then consolidation. Then virtualization. Then automate. Then optimization. So you have to go through this step-by-step procedure to convert your physical IT infrastructure to cloud system. You have to take jump step by step. Please note it down. Now the first thing, that's centralization. So what do you mean by centralization? Centralization means, take the example of Kaziranga University. Now Kaziranga University has its own IT infrastructure available. Now if the Kaziranga University wants to go for the cloud transformation or migration to cloud, what is the first job of that Kaziranga University should take? First, we have to check that how many computers, what are the different computers are there? How many computers we have? Now, I am asking you, you tell me, can because you have visited all the infrastructure, IT infrastructure facilities of Kaziranga University. You tell me where we have the IT infrastructures available in the Kaziranga University. If you are told to find out where is the different physical IT infrastructures are present within the Kaziranga University. You tell me. Any one of you? Navajyoti? Abdul, Abdul, बोलो.
सर सर्वर है ना सर सर्वर
सर्वर है. ओके, सर्वर रूम में सर्वर है. सर्वर है.
सर एक सर
आनंद में बोलो 4 server. I'm telling you 4 server. Okay. Apart from this, IT infrastructure means all the computers also.
सर
router, switches, everything. हाँ बोलो.
हमारा
SCT lab में कितना computers है?
सर SCT lab
60 कंप्यूटर. तुमने गिना नहीं, मैं बोल दे रहा हूँ 60 कंप्यूटर. ओके. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस
सर
IBM लैब. ओके, IBM लैब में कितना है?
सर 40 जितना है.
40 कंप्यूटर्स है. SOB लैब है.
SOB lab
80 कंप्यूटर्स.
एडमिन ऑफिस में भी तो कंप्यूटर्स है.
हाँ, वेरी गुड. कौन बताया? अब्दुल.
सर
हाँ, किसी ने मैं ये क्वेश्चन सबको पूछता हूँ. Nobody has talked about admin. Yes, admin also has some lab machine. Now in admin section, suppose we have 10 machines, 10 computer, admin and examination cell and everything. Okay. Is there any other places where the computers are there? ये तुम बोल सकते हो हॉस्टल में भी एक है. लाइब्रेरी लेके बैठा रहता है. लाइब्रेरी में एक है. So these are the things that you need to centralize. Means you have to find out where is my IT infrastructure are present, because you have to migrate entire IT infrastructure to cloud. Na? Before that, you need to know how many physical computers or physical infrastructure you have, right? Right or wrong? Now, what is your next job? You have to consolidate the entire IT infrastructure. You have to consolidate the entire IT infrastructure. Consolidate means ये जो SCT lab में 60 computers है, what is this configuration? How many processors it has? What is the RAM? What is the storage space? What should be your answer, Abdul?
कौन सा लैब? SCT लैब.
हेलो. हाँ सर, क्लास में वर्क करता हूँ. मेरा क्लास चल रहा है. SCT lab में.
सर SCT सर उसके लैब में जो कंप्यूटर से होती है उसमें कोई सर फिजिकल मेमोरी वगैरह तो नहीं है सर. वो तो
सर सर्वर से कंफर्म करना है
सर. एकदम वेरी गुड. 0 प्रोसेसर, 0 RAM, 0 HDD, कुछ भी नहीं है. वो तो सर्वर का है. वो है सर्वर का है. अच्छा, IBM लैब में एक सिस्टम में तुम्हारा 4 प्रोसेसर है. तो 40 सिस्टम में कितना होगा? 160 प्रोसेसर, 160 कोर, राइट? 160 CPU, फिजिकल CPU, सॉरी. एंड रैम कितना होगा? एक सिस्टम में 12 GB रैम है, तो 480 GB रैम. hard disk 40 TB, right? Similarly, in SOB lab, so each system has 2 core processor. Now, 2 CPU into 80 computers means 160 CPU. Each system has 4 GB RAM. So 4 into 80, that means 320 GB of RAM. And each system has 500 GB of hard disk. That means again 40 TB. Similarly, you have to calculate the same for the admin section also. Now, after that, if you add all those things, you will get a consolidated data that if I consolidate all the systems that are available everywhere in my lab, so I should have this much of processor, this much of RAM, and this much of hard disk space. You got it? Students, you got it?
Yes, sir.
So that procedure is called consolidation. Means अगर मेरे पास इतना सिस्टम है 60 plus 40 100 100 plus 80 180 190, so I have 190 computers. Now shall I go for 190 virtual computers in cloud? No, because you don't know how much configuration you have. Better you consolidate all the component wise specification, and after that you can come to a conclusion that I need this much of processor, this much of RAM, and this much of storage space. Now what is the next step?
Virtualization.
Yes, you have to virtualize the entire physical system in cloud environment. After that, my next step is I have to automate the services. What do you mean by automate the services? As I already told, so this much of requirement I have for CPU, for RAM, and for hard disk spaces. But is this requirement is for every time? No, this is the requirement for peak time. And rest of the time, I require only maybe 10% of what is available with me, or I maybe require max to max 30 to 40%. Because consider a situation that how much should be the utilization of whatever infrastructure I have in my Kaziranga University lab. Because lab remains open from 9 to 5 only, 8 hours out of 24 hours. Means my utilization is max to max 30%. If 9 to 5 every time the lab goes on, still my utilization is only how much? 30% only, right? Can I utilize my lab more than 30%? In any case, students, tell me. Hello?
Can you repeat the part?
Whatever I want to say, ये जो तुम्हारा पास जो सिस्टम है काजीरंगा यूनिवर्सिटी में, वो क्या पूरा 100% यूटिलाइज होता है?
No, sir.
No,
दिन
sir.
में 8 घंटा चलता है, बाकी तो 16 घंटा बंद होता है ये.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है? That means I am paying for my 100% utilization as because पूरा सॉफ्टवेयर सिस्टम तो मैंने खरीद के रखा है, पर उसका यूटिलाइजेशन कितना कर रहा है? 30% utilization. So why? So that case, what should you take? I should take the system in such a manner that I should take initially 30% of whatever infrastructure required, and if I require more infrastructure, that case I should increase my infrastructure only. The same way Ola and Uber also runs. As already I have told to you, in case of Ola and Uber, what happens? That in the morning their requirement is very low. They keep their system requirement also low. As the requirement of the system increases, immediately their software, their system requirements also increases. Isn't it? Means I have two virtual CPU, I have 16 GB of RAM for Ola. Now, when the peak hours comes, that will be increases up to 160 GB or 1600 GB as per the requirement arises. The same thing also happens in case of these cloud computing systems also. So these are my requirement, but I will not create this much of requirement. What I will do, I will create the 30% of the whatever I require, and after that, if it requires more, that case my system utilization will increases automatically. I have to write one simple code based on this. What they will do, that they will scale up or scale down the entire infrastructure. That is the main purpose of automate. And through automate, what we are going to achieve? We are going to achieve the optimization of the entire cloud infrastructure. So whatever I have told, please look into it. If you have any question, you can ask me.
सर मेरा एक क्वेश्चन था, मतलब अगर हम लोग 9 to 5 यूज
5
करते हैं
minutes,
फिर
हाँ, 5 minutes, हाँ. After that, I am coming back to you.
तो ब्राउजर पे एक बार थ्रू जाना ही पड़ेगा.
ठीक है.
एंड सर टोटल 180 है ना आपके.
हाँ, बोलो. अब्दुल कुछ बोल रहे थे तुम.
हाँ यस सर. सर मैं बोल रहा था कि वर्चुअलाइजेशन जब करते हैं तो अभी हम लोग का मतलब लैब तो 9 to 5 खुला रहता है. अगर उसके बाद वर्चुअलाइज करके हम लोग वो मतलब हार्डवेयर को रेंट में दे देंगे तो मतलब.
एक बार टाइम दोगे? फोन आ गया मेरा.
हाँ यस सर.
हाँ, बोलो अब्दुल. सॉरी.
हाँ सर मैं बोल रहा था कि जैसे कि हम लोग का लैब तो 9 to 5 ओपन होता है ना, तो उसके बाद अगर हम लोग वो क्लाउड में कन्वर्ट करके उसको रेंट में देंगे, नहीं दे सकते क्या?
हाँ,
अगर
दे सकते हैं.
दूसरा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन यूज करेगा तो उससे पे.
इट्स अ वेरी गुड एंड इंटेलिजेंट क्वेश्चन. इसका मतलब है तुमको क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग सर्विसेज समझ में आया. ये सिर्फ तुम नहीं, कोई भी कंपनी कर सकते हैं ये. एंड व्हाई द डिफरेंट कंपनीज आर नॉट डूइंग? बिकॉज दे डोंट नो द क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग, पावर ऑफ क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग. अगर हम लोग ये जो हम लोग का जो रिसोर्स है, इसको अगर एक प्राइवेट क्लाउड क्रिएट करते हैं यहाँ पे, जैसे ESXi सर्वर के थ्रू या ओपन स्टैक के थ्रू, what will happen that all the computational facilities, जैसे यहाँ पे दिखा रहा है 160 CPUs plus 0 and this 480 GB RAM and 320 GB RAM, एक वर्चुअल कंप्यूटिंग फैसिलिटी तैयार होगा जिसमें पूरा सिस्टम कंसोलिडेटेड मैनर में दिखाएगा the 400 CPUs are there and 1 TB of RAM is there. Out of this, you can give the rest of the resource facilities to the other vendors or other companies as a rent when it is not being used. Even I request you, let us take it as a project. OpenStack एक एप्लीकेशन है, उसके थ्रू तुम इजीली कर सकते हो. I will give you the entire authority of the lab so that you can go and consolidate the entire system and do it. And I will give you an award if you take up this project. It's a good thing and it's a timely thing. आज तक किसी ने ये क्वेश्चन मुझे नहीं किया. And that concept is called actually private cloud. हम लोग इतना दिन तक बात कर रहे थे, that is actually public cloud. Means we are taking the services from the public cloud server. But most of the companies have resources which are not being utilized. That resources you can go create using the public cloud services. Now for public cloud, you need few tools like ESXi server. ESXi server is have a very limited facility. उसका facility बहुत limited है. तुम 10 या 15 सिस्टम के ज्यादा तुम उसको ये नहीं कर पाओगे, इकट्ठा नहीं कर पाओगे. OpenStack is the best solution. I will take a class on OpenStack and जब लॉकडाउन खुल जाएगा, you will be in the campus. Let us have this project.
Okay, sir.
Okay, very good question. I appreciate.
Thank you, sir.
Anything else?
Hello, sir.
That actually differentiate between the bachelor students and master students. Based on regarding the question. इस तरह का क्वेश्चन मैं बहुत कम मिला मुझे.
Hello, sir.
हाँ बोलो.
But sir, the topic is all about virtualization to cloud computing. If we are renting from someone, that means we are renting from vendor. Then how can we give something we get from vendor and then give it to someone again, like something we don't use?
No, what I understood, मुझे पूरा समझ में नहीं आया तुम्हारा question. What I understood that if I give my hardware resources to vendor, then how can I use it? Is this your question? David, will you please repeat the question again? Hello, David. David, you asked me the question, na? Hello. हेलो, कौन क्वेश्चन किया था ये? डेविड.
हाँ सर, डेविड है वो.
हाँ डेविड, और एक बार क्वेश्चन पूछोगे मुझे? आई कुड नॉट गेट द क्वेश्चन प्रॉपर्ली. हेलो.
शायद उसका क्वेश्चन का मतलब वही था.
हाँ
सर, शायद उसका क्वेश्चन का मतलब वही था जो आपने बोला.
नहीं, वो अच्छा ऐसा बात है, मान लो we can give my hardware infrastructure as a rent from 5 to next day 9. अगर 9 बजे के बाद अगर करना चाहे तो क्या करेंगे? ऐसा है क्या क्वेश्चन?
सर वो मीटिंग से डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया.
हाँ समझ गया. तो मैं अगर ऐसा है तो दैट केस वी हैव टू मेक वन पॉलिसी. मींस दैट मान लो मुझे मेरा 100% अगर यूटिलाइजेशन रिसोर्सेस है, आई विल नॉट गिव द एंटायर 100%. आई विल गिव 50% ऑफ माय रिसोर्सेस टू द थर्ड पार्टी. And after 9 AM, if I see that the third party is also using and I also require, that case with that 50%, I will try to accommodate. If it is not possible, that case I have to stop the third party application. So entire policy that I have to set only. Because the cloud computing services, the authority, the policy setting, everything depends upon me. It depends on how I set everything. Got it? Is there any other question?
No, sir. My question is, if you are taking something from the vendor, this is about virtualization to cloud, and here virtualization means, I guess, something like you are a customer now. You are trying to rent something from the vendor, and you are renting something from the vendor, and you are giving the resources to another person as a rent. I think that's something misconception here.
तो ऐसा
Virtualization.
होता है तो yes, the same thing happens. Dropbox is providing us what? Storage space? Yes or no? You are aware about Dropbox?
No, sir.
Yeah. Dropbox you don't know? Dropbox is same like Google Drive. In Google Drive you are taking the storage space, na? So Dropbox also providing you the storage space. Okay. Now Dropbox has their own data center? Answer is no. Dropbox takes the storage space from AWS itself. They are taking the storage space from AWS, and after that they are giving it as a lease to the us. Even you can also create your own storage service provider by not creating a single storage services. आपको एक भी स्टोरेज सर्विसेज खरीदना नहीं पड़ेगा. आप AWS से ले लो, लेके सबको बेचो. Netflix also doing the same thing. They are taking the storage services from cloud AWS and they are providing the streaming services to everybody. Netflix के पास एक भी तुम्हारा हार्ड डिस्क नहीं है. Entire storage space they have taken it as a rent from AWS. Dropbox also doing the same thing. Most of the storage service provider companies, those who are providing you the cloud storage service, they are taking the storage service from the third-party vendor like AWS or Google Drive or something like that. Google Drive has its own storage space. Does it answer my question, David?
Yes, sir. But what's the point if you are getting from AWS and why you go for other vendor? Because the price will get, it will be more costly.
Yes. What is the point? Point is that I will take from AWS with $100 and I will sell it to with the $120. Now the question is why the customers will choose Dropbox instead of AWS. They can take it from AWS directly. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
AWS, they will not get the user interface because Dropbox is providing you a simple user interface, that collaborative approach. They are providing you several types of services that is integrated in your system. But in AWS, they are not providing it to you. They are providing it as a storage space. Now, it's up to you how you can utilize the storage space. अगर तुम AWS से लेके कर सकते हो तो करो. पर AWS में तो इतना तुम्हारा यूजर इंटरफेस है, इतना फैसिलिटीज, इतना फीचर तो नहीं मिलेगा. That is why what Dropbox is doing, they are taking the hardware infrastructure service from them. They are creating their own user interfaces through PaaS services, and they are selling this through their SaaS services. They are taking with $100, they are selling it with $150. Got it? Hello?
Yes, sir. I got it.
Oh, you got it, na? Is there any other question? Is there any other question? Okay, so if there is no question, so let's stop the session over here. So this is all about cloud transformation roadmap from virtualization to cloud computing. It's very interesting, and this time I got very good questions from the students. So I am very happy to face such kind of questions from your side. Thank you once again. Please go through the notes which is available in the website. If you face any problem, then we can discuss. In between time, you can throw me the questions in the WhatsApp group, or we can face these questions in the next class. Okay. Thank you. हाँ बोलो.
ओके सर.
आपकी वेबसाइट में आपने ये पुराने वाले नोट्स अपडेट नहीं किया गया सर?
नहीं किया तो. All the notes are there. Shall I show you? Just a minute.
सर
Just a minute.
यस सर.
Okay, fine. Stop broadcasting.